I'm Andrea Casey, and welcome to the Poughkeepsie Galleria Mall, Dutchess County's Main Street. There's always something new going on here at the mall, and in this episode, we'll introduce you to one of the newest shop owners from the Scotch Bonnet, check out the latest in gaming, but first, here are some things you won't want to miss as we approach the holiday season. On November 11th, Lippman Jewelers is hosting a one-day holiday diamond party from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with hundreds of loose diamonds and settings, designer collections, and amazing values, including on-site appraisals. And you'll get a free pair of sapphire diamond earrings when you book your appointment at the Holiday Diamond Party. Starting November 18th, it's Photos with Santa, your opportunity to visit Santa at Center Court from November 18th right up until Christmas Eve. And on December 9th, it's a Santa party with Jingle the Elf and Christmas music from Q2 and Joe Daly. Click on the link in our post to sign up for this fun and magical event. So last week we introduced you to Pandora, which just opened its doors here at the Galleria. And Christian Romero is with the owner of another new addition, the Scotch Bonnet.
Well guys, I'm standing in front of Scotch Bonnet, a brand new addition to the Poughkeepsie Galleria food court that's going to feature some authentic Jamaican cuisine. We're going to talk to the owner, Richard, so he can give us a closer look and closer details to what's going on behind the grill.
The Scotch Bonnet pepper is a pepper used in the West Indies, in that part of the world. They pretty much use it in everything they cook. I mean, from the rice, jerk chicken, curry chicken, oxtail. So, you know, it's really representative of the food. People have this perception it's a hot pepper, but the pepper actually varies. It has a seasoned mild version that really, you know, brings the food out, but it also has a hot version. So on a scale of 1 to 10, it has versions that kind of fit in. So I figure it's an ideal name for a concept like Scotch Bonnet Jamaican Grill. Variety was really the purpose and the goal of Scotch Bonnet in the Poughkeepsie Galleria Mall. My family and I and the consumers here have enjoyed these aspects and these different kinds of meals. The purpose was just to bring something a little unique, a little different. You know, I was privileged enough to bring the West Indies Jamaican cut to the platform. And the food is interesting, you know, it has a lot of variety. You know, we have that famous jerk chicken, the oxtail, it's a beef meal. We have the curry chicken, the curry goat. So this level of variety is really why the platform here at Poughkeepsie Galleria was, I figured would be a good fit. The community literally has embraced the idea. They simply love it. Yeah. And we are obviously delighted.
Wow, that was pretty interesting. The food's smelling good, so I'm gonna grab a bite and we'll catch up later, guys.
Thanks, Christian. With the holiday season coming up, it might be a good time to get in touch with some of the hottest games on the market for the gamer in your family. Here's Mike with the latest and greatest.
Three years ago, the team of Matt Parker and Trey Stone, along with publisher Ubisoft and developer Obsidian Entertainment, brought us South Park: The Stick of Truth, a loving recreation of the long-running animated series in the form of a video game. Stick of Truth perfectly captured the essence of the show's biting satire and no-holds-barred, take-no-prisoners approach to offending as many people as possible. In other words, it was the perfect South Park game. Now the teams are back, this time with Ubisoft personally handling the development in-house to bring us the Fractured But Whole. The title isn't just a way for Matt and Trey to sneak you-know-what into the name. It's also a riff on the superhero culture that has taken the world by storm over the last decade. You see, Fractured takes place following the events of Stick of Truth, although it's not necessary to have played that game. You resume the role as the new kid in town, having become king of their live-action fantasy role-playing game, only to find out that no sooner do you get to enjoy your newfound royalty, Cartman has changed the game. Now, you're not playing wizards or knights, you're playing superheroes. The title, Fractured But Whole, is a reference to Captain America's Civil War. And this game parodies that in more than a number of ways. But perhaps most notably, two rival superhero groups fighting over their own subjective desires and ideals on how to bring about justice. The story begins with the simple disappearance of a cat. But as the kids assemble to investigate, they uncover a far more corrupt conspiracy lurking within the town. But don't be confused. At the end of the day, this is still South Park. It's crass, it's offensive, it's juvenile, and it's perfect. In many ways, Fractured is a superior game to Stick of Truth. Combat is more evolved, featuring a more tactical approach, and the town itself feels more alive and worth exploring. It's still a tad on the easy side, but that's a minor nuisance in an otherwise hilarious game. South Park hasn't always appealed to everyone, but something needs to be said about its 20-year run. If you're a fan of the show or the previous game, then Fractured will feel like an extension of a season. It's unfiltered and unashamed, and it's proud to bear the South Park name, as it should be.
So that'll do it from Dutchess County's Main Street, where the Poughkeepsie Galleria Mall has it all. I'm Andrea Casey, and we'll see you next week on Dutchess County's Main Street.